Hello, everyone. Welcome to your reveals to support your release of repressed grief. So, to begin today, my name's Lisa Lyle. This is my space here on YouTube. My social media presence is Wisdom of the Heart on Instagram and Facebook, and my website is www.lisalyle.com. So, as we begin to connect today, I've got a few crystal bowls set here, and I really just feel this call for us each to ground as we connect and open to receive these messages. And the crystal bowls that I'm going to be working with for the beginning of this connection today is the crown chakra, the heart, and the root chakra. And they're guiding me. I'm being guided to start at the crown and work down to the root. So just take a few deep breaths. With each inhalation, moving a little more deeply into your physical body and just relaxing. Feet flat on the ground, spine nice and long. Perhaps you're laying down, and it may be a great support to have your hands resting on your abdomen in that case. So here we go. And these crystal bowls are coming forth today to support the energy of our personal and collective release of grief. And if you are connected with me and the messages I share, you are one of the way showers. You are one of the architects, the creators, the foundations of this new earth beginning. So nice deep breaths. Welcoming all through your beautiful, beautiful heart. Welcoming the guidance of your cosmic heart. Opening and releasing, preparing to receive through your intimate connection to nature and all that this means. The next few breaths, focusing on getting your breath in deep to your body and release through your roots, soles of your feet, your tailbone. Nice. Grabbing a drink of some nice fresh water. perhaps infused with the energies of the crystals, perhaps infused with the energy of prayer and the energy of gratitude for the way that you are nurtured and supported by the water. Come here, Luna. Come on up. Come. She's feeling confused about getting around the singing bowls, and there's lots of room. Come on, let's go. Stop being silly. Come on. Luna, now. Come. Come on. I'll let you up. Come on. Okay, well, we're going to get into it. Come on. Come. It's kind of funny that this is happening now at the beginning of this video, because this is really about our resistance to the energy that we know supports our desires, our needs, and our wants. And this silly little dog knows that I'll lift her up if she'll just come to me. Come on. And yet there's this resistance. It's like she's feeling, a lack of courage to come, like a lack of trust that by coming, I'm going to just pick her up, probably kiss her, and she's going to lay down on the comfy couch. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Let's go. Good girl, Lou. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come. Good girl. Come on. Now. You got it. Just walk through. Walk through. Good girl. Yeah. Very brave. Come on. Good girl. Come. Luna. That's it. That's it. Come on. This is so funny. I'm going to actually take a picture of this resistance here. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come. Now. Let's go. Come on. Here. Oh, what if I move that? Come on. Good girl. Come on. You got it. You got it. Much ado about nothing. So, okay, let's get to these messages. So, energetically, for a few weeks, I have been connected in with, I would say, breaking through stages of my own personal grief. And at the same time, because I am an empath and because I am nurture my connection to Mother Earth, I have really been feeling the rise. It's like a simmering rise, because it's like the lid is still on this collective grief. And so it feels really important at this time that we bring the journey back to center, to centered, being grounded and centered in our experience and working through what's coming up for us in our experience, working through, allowing, perhaps it's mustering up the courage to allow the emotion to come through. And in many cases, this allowing comes through the dropping of all resistance to the higher calling, and the familiar messages to release and let go, of, for many, the call will be of addiction. And the addiction, it's one energy and it manifests in many forms. And this really is the human soul's egoic way, the human's ego way of resisting stepping into our essence, stepping into, the joyful truth of who we each are, stepping into that joyful, expansive journey of the heart that says we are worthy and deserving of all the good things, all the love. So with Mercury retrograde, with all this inner reflection that we are doing, there is this energy of repressed emotion coming up, and the predominant emotion is grief. And grief really keeps us tied to what was, what is back there. Perhaps, people who have passed. It can be relationships that have come to an end. It can be all sorts of things, and very much tied to relationships, because in our human experience, relationships are really a key component of being human and a key ingredient to our personal learning, our personal growth process that we scheduled for this lifetime. So without further ado, I'm going to take a drink of my water, and then I'm going to get into the messages. So there was an image shared with a little blog post I wrote yesterday on my website, and shared it off to Facebook. If you haven't checked out my website, please do connect with it, as well as subscribing here to this YouTube channel. Really greatly supports my ability to continue to share with you, and to share with you, I feel, in a really heart-centered and authentic way, that we have the ability to make tremendous breakthroughs. And being the final week of February, it's the 25th as I record this message, we have an additional day, the 29th, on Saturday. And that feels very auspicious, and it feels like it feels like a great day to make a change. So perhaps you're connecting with this message whenever you're connecting with it. Please know that there is going to be something here that supports you on really breaking through and breaking free from the restrictive and congesting energy of grief. And grief is in the body. The lungs are the space that feel it and hold it. So if you're a smoker, this can be, again, a form of resistance to truly feeling what needs to flow through in order to purify and cleanse and support this dream, this new beginning that wants to be born through you. So there was an image on that blog post, and there were 3 piles of cards set up, and the messages are being delivered left, center, and right. So again, let me have some water. And these messages are coming through to support this, particularly this week, and yet it is just to support your journey through 2020 and this new decade. And one of the key elements of this journey is going to be your ability to release your held grief, so that you can move forward with a clean slate and an open heart, really stepping into your deservability. I want to say, really stepping into your divine birthright of living your best life, living the dreams of your heart, and manifesting them. And we can't manifest if we're holding on to density of the past. And grief it's a very real emotion, yet it's very heavy, it's dense, it keeps us very much in the pain energy, the lower energy on this planetary realm. We're here to ascend. We are here to dive to the depths of our emotions and to rise from them, to rise like the phoenix, to rise like that kundalini energy, waking up and rising from deep within, to create through our heart the world that we dreamed of, the life that we dreamed of. Only we can, have the ability to take action to make our dreams come true. We've got a lot of support and help to do that as well. the key is, are we listening? Are we listening? Are we truly tuned in? So to begin, we are receiving, I'm beginning with the left side, and here are your messages to support you through, to support you in releasing your grief. This is perfect. I was feeling this energy as I was speaking, the purification energy. It's frog spirit, and it's number 28, which comes to a 1, a 10. So, and then it's just the 1 vibration. This is a new beginning, and this is a period of transformation, and it's important that you clear out the clutter. And for some of you, in order to even get in touch with the emotion of grief or the energy of resistance, you may need to clear your home space. Clear out the clutter. Have a look around. It's 12:55 as I say that. Numbers are very symbolic to me, and the 12 is you are a channel of light. And when there's clutter all around, and the 55 is that 10 energy again, it's also a master energy. If your home space is cluttered, very likely your inner landscape is also cluttered and congested with outdated emotions, outdated belief systems, outdated thoughts that trigger actions or inaction. So this is really a time to get clear. And I feel like this message is actually right up until the time of the equinox. We're about, 21 days or so. I think it's more like 23, 24 days away from the equinox. And this is a really important time. It's like, the winter or the summer has been this, fertile growing season. Winter and summer are both growing seasons, whether you're aware of it or not, because, it's about, in the summer, we really see the growth. We really see it here in North America and the Northern Hemisphere. In the winter, we tend not to notice the growth because we're not outside. We're not participating maybe actively with nature as we do in the warmer months. And yet, if we're into houseplants or if we're on, our personal path, we cannot help to see growth. If we have children, we can't help to recognize growth. Yet very few of us do not recognize our own, and we get bogged down by, perhaps responsibilities, perhaps, depressed energy, anxiety about what is not yet present, and almost calling it towards us. The best thing that you can do right now is to go within. And this feels like the frogs facing downwards on this card. And I really feel like the frog is here to guide you deeper within your emotional body, sacral area, sacral chakra, sacral lumbar spine. Some love and support from Archangel Michael, and he brings this. Oh, this is beautiful. Elohim, Pathways of Light, number 34, which comes to a 7. This is about your physical path of ascension, your channel of light. Already said that with the 12 energy. You are a channel of light, and the more that you can go down through and with your breath, I'm feeling like really working with your breath, like maybe the deep dive and you hold your breath, but let it out. You got to let it out. You can't keep holding on. Let your breath out and allow breath to support the release. So all of this light that is coming towards you, you create space within for it to, I want to say, enter as well as expand. Enter as well as radiate outward. As within, so without. As above, so below. And you are a living soul, currently in human form. And so this feels very sun. I feel dragon energy here. I feel solar plexus chakra coming in here. It's like really waking up to the fire within, and not the fire that comes from like a vengeful or a raging space, the fire that comes from within that warms you, that excites you, that inspires you toward change, that inspires you to harness your own, what's coming in is creative abilities, creative powers. My ear is going nuts right now. I am feeling strong dragon energy, and I'm hearing let go with your grief. You also free yourself from the energy of guilt and shame. That's it. From your higher self, your eternal beloved, this is your card. And again, it's very much speaking about connecting your heart to the earth, activating and opening the earth star chakra, even though it's not here, it's below the feet, through unconditional love. There's a call for gentleness and compassion as you, I want to say, transcend through the deep dive your emotional reaction. Your emotional reaction to everything and everyone. The message on this card says a new phase begins and brings with it new opportunities, where much that previously seemed impossible now is possible. And we've probably all seen the impossible written as I'm possible. That's how I'm seeing it right now. Doors previously closed now open. Your world is full of light. Your world is full of light through the deep dive into your dark, into your shadow that perhaps you've been afraid of, the boogeyman in the closet. Your deep dive is the path of light. So, this just feels like so much. I just want to give you a big hug of encouragement and support, because there's so much here for you right now. And you can do this. You can do this. You can do this by honoring and trusting your inner guidance system. Number 44, another master number. It also strongly connects me to the angelic realms, and has for quite some time. And it's also very much, to me, foundational. And we're in a 4-year. And what I'm feeling here is that it's time. At this stage on your path of mastery, it is time to trust your inner guidance system above all others. Above all others. And there feels like the fact that we started today with some sound feels like for everyone, sound is really a key. And they're saying perhaps a trigger of remembrance. And I was saying just before this card came out, my ear was going crazy. Sound. Are you listening to the inner guidance system? Or are you, being distracted from all around you? This is an image of a highly connected human, a highly connected goddess, God, goddess, master of light, opening up new pathways each and every time they honor the call and listen to the guidance from within. The message on this card says, the best answers always come from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy. And as we release, if there's joy, one truth that has been coming through, ringing through day after day, is that if it was not for love, great love, soul love shared, the grief would not exist. Grief would not exist. Now, some may want to dispute and debate that. My guides are saying it's not a time for this. Love is always present because we are always present. within the experience. So it's really important that we take that deep dive and love every aspect of ourselves that we see. Love love the process of the release, which is not nice and easy. It may not be easy, and it's going to be quite uncomfortable. And yet, I feel like at the time of the equinox, everyone's going to be feeling slightly uplifted. Whether it's like now is the time for taking action and forward movement, or, now is the time for more of those inner retreats, that space to create. So I trust that resonates with and supports you in this now moment. And now we're moving on to, please do share in the comments below how your message felt for you. I really appreciate the interaction and connection. So if you were guided to the center pile of cards, and it was funny because when I usually say left, middle, right, and I had started to type middle, and they said, no, center. So right away, I feel like this is about harnessing your power in the eternal hour. And I'm saying that, and it's kind of funny. The way I'm feeling, it's like your eternal soul knows that in your physical form, you are very much governed and ruled by hours and minutes and days and months and years and this. And they're saying every moment experienced in your physical is in support of your eternal soul that lives beyond the physical. So right away, although these are messages to support you in moving and clearing, releasing grief, this already feels like this great upliftment. I feel like just hearing that for some of you is like, it's like a weight is released through the chest space. It's almost like a door, a pathway is opening, or a crack is opening just a bit. So let's see what animal guidance, spirit animal. I love this. This is the second water animal, and it's number 42, and it's otter spirit. Oh, that's perfect. And it says you are never alone, which is what I was really strongly feeling here as we connected. It's like you are here, supported by your eternal soul, supported by your ancestors and loved ones in spirit, supported by your soul pod, your soul family, your cosmic and galactic family, as well as your elemental family, the earth family, and nature speaks to us. This is a number 42, which I'm feeling as a 6. This is a message at this time for you to take care of the hearth, the home front. Where have you been resistant to clean things up a bit? Because it's like I feel, although this is like two little otters snuggling here, what I'm feeling is this heart energy. This is about you showing yourself some love, particularly if you're dealing with density of heavy emotions where you're just like beside yourself, perhaps with grief, beside yourself with resistance to making change, resistance to doing something different. The very first step is to take care of your home. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Quiet the mind by taking action on the next task or perceived chore in front of you. Take action and consciously begin to clean up your act, because it opens what I'm hearing and feeling is the slightest action, the slightest movement in a positive direction really gets things moving. So if you've been feeling really restricted, really held back by thoughts and emotions, this is really about a heart center. connecting with your heart center, connecting with the truth of what you feel. Shut off the TV, shut off the news, shut off the noise from outside and come home to you. Get out to nature. Take care of your home front. You know, it's clearing. And that was a similar message for the left pile as well. And so if you picked all the piles and you're listening to this, this is like amplified here, that there is this need for this clearing energy. So Archangel Michael, yeah. We have Angel Song, Lost and Found, number 17. So that's an 8 for me. This feels like this, you know, where I was saying there was like this density, this heaviness, and then it was just like this open. The opening comes in the moment that you choose to breathe into your full-on experience and release the need for anything but the energy of love. To release the need for the energy of anything that keeps you separate. Because although we're all having our unique experience, and each of us agreed on a higher level to our unique experience, however it may appear to our human eyes, and for many at this time, it appears like, wow, it's been a lifetime of trauma, drama, just issues of survival, issues of abandonment, issues of, again, what they're saying at 111, what they're saying is bring it to the here and now. In the here and now, we are surrounded by legions of light, a whole collective of light, whether you connect with the angels, whether you connect with the ascended masters, whether you connect with the archangels, whether you connect with your loved ones in spirit, or whether you connect directly to source. Because for all of us, that is the ultimate connection, direct to source. And it's always present. It's the eternal presence of the energetic of who we are. And so I do feel like through this, as you begin to take steps to clear your home space, as you begin to take steps to clear your physical vessel, things open up rather quickly, and you come to the realization that you were never alone, and the realization that you were never lost, that your home, your eternal home, exists beyond your physical home. And yet we connect with our eternal home through the physical vessel, through I keep going here, my hands are automatically going here because it is about the heart, the compass of the heart. So from your higher self and the energy of your eternal beloved, here is this message. And this right away does feel very much like, you know, that etheric energy, source energy, angelic energy and presence all around you, and all around you to support you through the emotional waters. And as you go deeper, you see more light appears. As you go deeper, more light appears. You know, and that analogy, that's for like, it can be for cleaning the house, the deep clean. It can be deeper into the emotions. It's the whole process, because ultimately it's the depth of our emotions that we want to break free from, that we want to break through, that we want to transmute into, you know, the highest potential of love energy, the highest potential of joy that, you know, we each came to do and be. So it says, so this is kind of interesting. The message here says, you are focusing purely on the negative, but there is also a positive side you are not seeing. Your mental attitude and thoughts can make things seem good or bad, beautiful or ugly. All is a matter of perception. What you think, you shall become. Be positive. For behind the perceived darkness, there is much love, light, and good fortune. And that's it. That's the deep dive. The deep dive, although it doesn't look appealing or appetizing or like anything you really want to experience, it's only through this experience that you radiate your light potential in this life. And so it is a choice. I would like to say it's a conscious choice. Yes, it's a conscious choice. And what I'm hearing is that many are not aware of the unconscious choices they continue to make based solely on this energy of fear, this which encompasses that grief, that pain, that whole lower density. This is beautiful. And it's funny because the last card, the first card and the last card are mirror images of each other. So we have 42 here and 24 here. Boundaries. And this is what, I feel like these two are working together because through your ability to connect with your angels, to connect with your higher self, to take action in your home life, to take responsibility to reestablish connection with your heart, a part of what is being asked of you and a part of what is going to greatly support you at this time is your ability to set boundaries, your ability to say no, your ability to rest when it's time to rest, your ability to take responsibility for what is yours and to send love out into the collective of what is not yours through your path of action and responsibility. You are supporting an entire collective, whether you're aware of that or not. So what I'm feeling, and this is feeling like it's probably not, it's not a peacock, but it's feeling very peacocky to me, very Archangel Michael, who supports you in, again, I'm coughing here, and this is like Archangel Michael is really about speaking our truth. And what really, you are the best judge. You are the best determining factor of what is right and true for you, what feels good for you, what supports you and what doesn't. And you do not have to accept and you do not have to allow what doesn't support you to be a part of your experience. That's your right. And so I feel like a part of your message here is like, if we go right back to the beginning and this mirror image, how your ability to care for and nurture yourself and to take care of what is right in front of you to take care of really supports your expansion, really supports you as you take this deep dive into your own personal well of darkness. And yet it's a chalice well. That's what it feels like. Your well of darkness is the home of the treasures that you came here to reap. So take that dive and know that you have a tremendous amount of love and support around you. Ask for help where you need and set boundaries that best support you. So take the center road. That's what they're saying. Come back to center. Grounding, time in nature, self-care, nurturing. I feel like those are really important qualities and practices for you at this time, you center of the road folks. So keep shining. And I'm looking forward to seeing the expanded brilliance of your shine and connecting with that. So thank you. So I'm going to take some water and then we're going to get to the messages for the right. And right away, when I say that for the messages for the right, I'm connecting with this right brain energy of imagination. And imagination fuels and supports your creations. So I feel like for some of you, you've got a very, like for all of you that were guided to this pile, you have a very vivid imagination. And sometimes your imagination runs amok. And what I'm hearing is it's time for this balance of power where you are merging left brain with right brain, sort of calming it so that there's not this overactive energy that's mental body. We really want to get into this heart space that supports creation. And in order to do that, there is some clearing of energetic clutter. And I don't feel like there's necessarily so much of a resistance to your pain. I feel like this group collectively has been actively working through issues, working through stuff as it comes up. And I'm feeling like this has been for many years. Now at this time though, it's about refining, because you're a changed person. You've changed so much, you've grown so much, you've changed and grown so much, you may not even recognize who you are anymore. And then you may get triggered by something you read, something you see, that all of a sudden something pops up and there's like anxiety, or there's sadness, or there's grief, fear. And so I feel like for you, right pile, it's about allowing your imagination, I'm hearing, run wild through your heart, and not that overactive left brain imagination that's very much on facts. And this is about creative. I feel these messages are about harnessing your creative energies at this time. And your creative energies are often inspired through the ascension process, through grief, right? We take the deep dive, we come up and we create. We create. We have an opportunity to create something new, something more beautiful than we experienced before. So, this is perfect. This is really perfect. So you've got the lizard spirit, and it's number 38, which is 11, and it says dream the world into being. And that's why I'm saying, like, your imagination, your creative ideas, the creative inspiration that you receive. I feel that there's been a difficult time and for me too, there's been a difficult time in the translation through the heart into creation. There's that energy of holding ourselves back, and this lizard spirit, and I keep feeling like grasshopper, even though I know it's lizard, but this is what I'm feeling like. Grasshopper, take that leap. You have healed tremendously, and it does feel like you move forward. You're being asked to take this leap forward from a healed space, from the space of acknowledgement and knowing, and that the heart, the dreams of your heart, you came here to create. And if there's any resistance anywhere, you can't. It's almost like holding on to the lizard's tail, right? You can't. He can't go anywhere, so he's always going to be like chasing his tail. This may be like, it feels like, okay, there may be something holding your tail, but release, leap, let go. Let's see what Archangel Michael says for you. Yes. Oh, perfect. Angel of Hearts, truth, number 9. It's time to leave the limited. It's time to leave the limited logical mind behind and leap onto the creative path of your heart. Your beautiful, beautiful heart that you came here to share, that you came here to create from, that you came here to heal, that you came here to support healing in other beautiful souls. This is beautiful. It's time to let go of anything that does not support and align with your highest truth, and living that highest truth here and now. Living honorably, walking integrally your path of mastery. I love how the light just got brighter here. Love, love, love that. So let's get some guidance from, I'm hearing the sun is shining upon you, and it's the sun shines from within you. It's shining upon you. Keep allowing your heart to sink deeper into the consciousness of the body of Mother Earth, because your strong connections greatly support the human collective and planetary ascension. So the wisdom, some love and support from your higher self and your eternal beloved. This is your card. And right away, without seeing what it says on the back, I'm really feeling this place of serenity. This is a place of when you have had the ability to journey through the depths of your grief, when you have courageously taken that journey, when you emerge on the other side, what I'm hearing is it's a dignified journey. It is a dignified journey. And when you arrive on the other side, it is you rise in a more powerful light, in a more powerful way than you have before, because you have seen the depths of human darkness. You have come face to face with your shadow. I'm going to say, they were saying this, demons. And perhaps, energetically, there's a lot that's at play on this planet. And yet there's all these sweet little, I don't know, I'm assuming they're cherry blossoms. I'm going to call them cherry blossoms blooming. And it's what I'm feeling is this beautiful energy of hummingbird, this beautiful scent of the flower of life, this beautiful sweetness. Your ability to have moved through the darkness, to have traversed the depths of your shadow, to have traversed the depths of your emotion, really brought you to this place of a great appreciation for the human experience. And you have a deep awareness and understanding of the truth of this lifetime, that we came with important work to do, and the most important work begins and ends through the journey that is you, the journey within you. And when you make it to the other side, when you rise, so much new growth is present, that the sweetness, the nectar, the sweetness of your life, the sweetness of your energy, the sweetness of the expression of your dream, your bringing your dreams to life, is an inspiration. And although she looks very serious here, I feel like a part of that seriousness is coming from it's coming from her true understanding that this is how many humans are feeling. Like, this is serious work. This is, and she understands what I want to say as the human folly, the human ways that, are at play. And she is standing here strong and confident in her truth, that she is, and we all are, the light. And it's through the dark that we're able to see. So the message on the back of the card is a little bit of mirror energy, if you will. And it says, you are protected by a higher power that also wants to help you. If the path seems blocked, there is good cause. Take this divine intervention as a sign from above and wait. When the time is right, all flows with ease. And so if you're still in this place of that inner journey, not yet emerged on the other side, just honor your process and know that you are protected and guided through this process. And it's very unique to your experience. And finally, yes, number 39, Princess Charming. 39, 3 plus 9 is 12. You are a channel of light. You did come here to anchor your beautiful heart to Mother Earth. And through that connection to Mother Earth, you came here to heal your heart and then to share your heart with the world. And first and foremost, you came here to be of service to you, to be your own princess in shining armor, if you will, to be your own force of light, to be the captain of your ship, the one who guides the trajectory of your soul's evolutionary path. And this really feels like this is the lifetime to do it. What you do now, the seeds you are sowing, the creation that's about to come through you is incredibly supportive and has a lasting impact on your experience in this lifetime and in the eternal realms of spirit. So be good to you. Keep up the good work. Grounding is what I'm feeling. Grounding your truth. The message here is, I take the horse by the reins and become my own Princess Charming, taking care of my own needs. And so collectively, this is what we are all being asked to do, to take care of ourselves and our needs, and to stop forcing anything that doesn't want to come through. Stop resisting that which does want to come through, and really take that leap forward. Take that deep dive and know that you will come out refreshed, reborn, replenished on the other side. And that deep dive is a journey that calls for compassion and gentleness and kindness, and most of all, unconditional love. So, beautiful souls, I hope these messages have resonated with and support you in this eternal now moment, that you are connected to them. Please do hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the little bell for notifications every time something new comes up. There's a lot of stuff in the wings that just has not been made public yet, but there's the energy forecast by the sign for March. Those will be up and live in the next day or two, so stay tuned for those. In the meantime, if you'd like to connect with and work with me, you can do so through my website, lisalyle.com, or you can send me a message here and we can chat about ways that I may be able to share, serve, and support you. So until next time, take good care of yourself. I see you, I feel you, I love you, and I thank you for the courageous journey of the heart that you signed up for, that you are here for. Thank you, thank you, thank you.